Hey, yeah, my name is Frank Bach. I'm a lead product designer at Headspace in Los Angeles, and we'll be joining you at the uxcon in Vienna in Austria coming up. So I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully, share some learnings, um, have some good discussion, maybe some good food, and maybe some good drinks too. What does UX design mean to me? If you look at the actual letters, the U and the X, it's user experience. And a lot of times people can get confused between UX and UI design. The UI, the user interface, could be part of the user experience. And the way I would explain it to people who maybe have not heard of it or are not trained in design, I would get them to pull up an app on their phone and just talk through what they're seeing, how it makes them feel, um, what they think, the colors they like, something about the typeface that they enjoy or don't enjoy. But the user experience is really it's not about the buttons, it's not about the font, it's not about the colors. It's about how that full product, that whole package, really makes you feel. So if it's a social media app, maybe it makes you feel a certain way. If it's a meditation app, maybe it makes you feel calmer and happier. Yeah, as a lead product designer at Headspace, my priorities are to work collaboratively with our engineering partners, content partners, also product managers, and just make sure that not only are we working on the right thing at the right time, but that the work we are doing is impactful, is of a high quality, is meeting that bar of design that people come to expect of Headspace. When it comes to principles and kind of the lens that we see things through when we work, for one, I would say we try to have a mindful approach. So we try to meet people who use the Headspace app where they are at and be aware and compassionate about what we say and when we say it. We also try to be encouraging, so try to kind of like cheerlead and guide people who use the Headspace app along their meditation journey, along their mindfulness journey, because things are busy in life, and doing something new like meditation can be difficult. Um, Another aspect, and this is not just on the product design side, but just as a company, as a brand in general, is we try to be emotive, to have some emotion, bring some of that humanity to the product, and really just speak to people as real people, not just data. We are working with real people with real lives. Try to get to the bottom of what their reason is for using the Headspace app, and hopefully make that as empathetic, as joyful as possible. Um, and then I think just to kind of wrap it up, uh, to be simple. There's a lot of noise in life. There's a lot of choices on your phone of different applications that you can use every single day, and we try to keep things pretty simple and straightforward, so that taking on something new like a meditation practice um, is easy as it can be, really. A feature that I'm really proud of in the Headspace app. It's kind of hard to call it a feature, but recently we launched dark mode, and that was something that people had been asking for quite some time. And it sounds very simple just to say, yeah, make the app dark mode. Just make it a black background or something. But with our brand and with our visual design, which is quite colorful and bright, it was a bit of a challenge to figure out exactly how we would do dark mode in the Headspace app. But since launching it, I think we did a really good job at this. The team was fantastic at putting it together, and our members are really pleased with it. And we can see that in the App Store reviews, and on Twitter and social media and things like that. So for me, dark mode is the big launch of the last few months for us. When it comes to just user experience in general, products that I think are doing this really well are apps like Duolingo, where you can use the product and become a better version of yourself. You can learn a new language, learn a new skill. Maybe that's for your upcoming travels. Maybe I'll need to use Duolingo to learn a little bit of German, so that when I come to Vienna, I'll be able to speak with the locals. But a way that I've been using it has been to learn some basic Spanish, Here in California, Spanish is pretty much the second language, and being able to have conversations with my neighbors is really important to me. So I've been trying to learn a little bit of Spanish. Yeah, when it comes to bad user experiences, I would say um, any airline app other than Google Flights is probably it's been a not great user experience. I would say you can really see when you're using a product or using a website or an app, if you start to feel that friction or that you're not enjoying using this, you can kind of see um, where that business has prioritized kind of how they make money. So if you're using an airline website and you're trying to book a flight and you're finding yourself to be confused, or there are extra fees where you didn't expect it, things like that. Well, you can see that they have made a decision to not prioritize the user needs. They are definitely indexing further on the business goals. And most of the time, that's not by mistake. That's usually a choice that a company makes, whether they say it or not. Yeah, as a topic for the talk in Vienna, what I'm going to be sharing with people is something called designing for joy. And the whole idea of that is giving people some takeaways and examples on how to go beyond just functional user experience, and some tips and tricks on how to add joy, how to add delight into your digital products. Hopefully, it's something people can leave with and feel really encouraged to do whatever their version of designing for joy is for what they're working on at the time. And obviously with my presentation, it's going to have a little bit of a Headspace twist. If you're going to be in Vienna, I'd love to see you at uxcon. Um, and of course, if you spot me there, then come say hello, and we'll talk tech, we'll talk design, and hopefully have a great time.